Hello and welcome to GAP Yard and JAP Academy. Today we'll not talk about any technical topic or SAP or abap, but today we'll talk about a soft skill which many freshers or new joinees forget to give any importance. I'm talking about the email signature which we have at the bottom of every email we send to our clients, to our colleagues, or to any prospective vendors. It might look very insignificant, but it has deep importance. So we'll talk about that in a while. So back in 2000s when we used to join the workforce, the MNC used to invest a lot on the new joinees and freshers. We used to get technical training for like 3 months. We used to get business etiquette trainings. We used to get table manner training in five-star hotels. We used to get shadowing opportunity in some projects for like 6 to 9 months, and still we were not scared that we would get fired because we were on bench. The company believed in training their workforce before putting them into the actual production live environment. That was the scenario. Today, the profit margins have reduced and companies have stopped investing on their fresh graduates before they assimilate in the real workforce. So that's a tragedy. So today, company gives a welcome gift like you get a backpack, you get a t-shirt with company's logo, you get a mug with company logo, you get a mouse pad with company logo, you get a laptop, and then you might get some other goodies. So you are happy. And the company is also happy because they have a walking, sleeping, eating advertisement for their companies. But in this process, company forgets to spend or invest in their work culture. So what I'm talking about is the email signature, which I'll show with some examples how some of the freshers confuse their recipient when they are about to reply to the email, and they are in a dilemma how to address you when they want to reply to you for the first time. So there are many cases where we interact with someone for the first time over email and the other side does not know how to address you, whether to address you with your first name, whether to address with your last name, or to address with your commonly used nicknames. So let me show you some examples. Noted down a few of the examples of the emails which you receive and you are confused how to address the person. For example, here you see someone with Shen Sandy. They have emailed to you. Now you want to reply to Shen Sandy. How do you reply? Would you say hi Sandy or would you say hi Shen? So that is confusing. So that's what I wanted to highlight. Similarly, if you go here, it says you Ha. I don't know how to spell, apologies, but these are real names. This is not why I made it hypothetically. These are real names. So how should you address this person? Do you say hi you or do you say hi Ha? So that is confusing. And if you thought that because these are from Southeast Asia or South or Asian countries which you are not familiar with and you know very well about your countries, how to reply to those people, then let me tell you there are certain confusions in our own names as well. So in this case, Ray Arvind Arun, how do you address him? Do you say hi Arun or do you say hi Arvind or do you say hello Mr. Ray? So this is also confusing because the person did not let you know what they want you to address him. So that's the confusion in this signature. So this signature is, it looks like it has every detail, but it is missing the address part. Similarly, let's take another name which is a real name. Okay, this is a real name. You will find this name Eva Jane Rita Ekka. Now, how do I address her? Do I say Eva or do I say Rita or do I say Ekka? So this signature, even though it looks complete, it does not tell how you want the other person to address you. Now, coming back to some names like Abdul Latif. So in some religion, they usually have their family name in the beginning. So here, should I ask him as hi Latif, or do you think that Abdul, which is a very common first name, do you say hello Abdul? So we need to let the other person know from our signature what we want to be addressed. So in this case, if I say hello Abdul and he gets offended, then it's not my problem. This is the other person's problem because he did not let me know how he wants it to be addressed. But we have to be mindful, so we cannot just write it. Now, coming back to some names in the West, so you will see that in West there are some names like Richard, William, Margaret, where we have a common name for them or nickname. For Richards, it is very commonly said Dick. But can I address someone in my first email, hello Dick? I don't know whether he will like that addressing me as Dick or not, or whether in his official email he wants to be called as Richard. We don't know. So this is the duty of the person who is emailing me. They should let me know how they want to be addressed. Similarly, William Matthews. So Williams usually we call Bill, but we don't know whether this William likes himself to be called as Bill or not. So that thing also we need to take care of. So these were some confusing signatures. But if this person would have tweaked a little bit, just one more line or some exclusion, then it would be very clear whether he wants himself to be called as William or he wants himself to be called as Bill. So let's see some good examples. Okay. So here, Shen, Sandy. So I thought initially that Sandy would be the first name, but I think in this case, Sen is the first name when she wants to be addressed with Sen. How? Because while she replied to me or when she messaged me, she has written her name, what she wants to be addressed with. If she writes with regards Sen and doesn't give the signature, that is fine too. At least I know that she wants to be addressed as Sen and not as Sandy. Similarly, this person wants to be addressed as Queen Hao. And similarly here, this guy, Arvind Arun Ray, he wants others to respond him or address him as Arun and not the other two words. Similarly, here, her name is Rita. That's what people know her and she likes her to be called. So that's how we should have a signature. We should, even if you don't want to give all these details, at least give the only name which you want. And do not confuse here with two words. Don't say Rita Ekka. Now again, people will start addressing you, hello Rita Ekka, and that may not be the case. It may be like Rita and then you gave the last name Ekka, but you do not want to be addressed. So give only the name which you want to be addressed with. Now here, see here, Latif removed all his signature. His original name was Abdul Latif and we were confused whether we want to call him Abdul or Latif. This guy made a smart move. He said just Latif. So call me Latif. That's how this signature means. Now coming to Richard W.L. Böhmer, he has clearly mentioned in his signature that he can be called as Dick. So he gave it that, okay, my name is Richard, but you can call me as Dick. So that I can infer from here. Similarly with Margaret, she says that, okay, my name is Margaret de Paul, but you can call me Maggie because this is what she has given in her signature. So when I reply to her, I can say, hi Maggie, that should be fine. Alright. And similarly, William doesn't want to be called as Bill. He says that with kind regards, William. So in this case, even though you may know that unofficially you call him Bill, but in the emails, he always wants to be called as William. I hope, even though it looks very insignificant, but you know the importance of a good signature. The signature should always end with the name which you want to be addressed by the other person when he or she replies back to you. After that, you can have other details. You can have your full name, you can have your phone number, you can have your email address and the website, your position. But in the concluding part of your email, you should have only one word with which you want to be addressed back when the other person responds. If you know each other, it doesn't matter because the person knows how you want to be addressed. But if you are talking to people of different geographies, if you're talking to someone in a different zone, if you're talking to some people from some other continent or some other culture, so you do not want to offend them. You do not want to offend a Richard who dislikes being called Dick, right? You do not want to offend a Margaret who doesn't like being called Maggie. And you do not want to disappoint William who doesn't like to be called as Bill. The motto of this video was to let you know that let your signature speak clearly what you want to be addressed with. In this current job market, your resume, how you present yourself, how you put your signature, all matters. And these are all part of the soft skills, which unfortunately no companies these days spend any investment. So back then, when we used to travel to a new country for our on-site opportunities, I remember we used to get trainings to be completed about the culture of the new country which we are visiting. There used to be do's and don'ts. There used to be about business etiquettes. There used to be about religious etiquettes. There used to be about what we should not speak, like the political things or the religion thing. We used to get trained before even boarding the, or not even, before even booking a flight ticket. So you get a visa. Now you are confirmed that you are going to a client location. There used to be trainings happening so that we come to a new location and we gel with the people, so that we tend to respect their religion, their culture, and then mix even though we are immigrants. This video is just a small effort to educate our freshers or new joinees who have joined in the workforce newly. So please take care of these small things, and hopefully this video helps you. If you find any value in this video, do consider giving it a like and a thumbs up, and also please consider subscribing if you think our content is useful, and also please share it with your friends if you think they might also be benefited with this video. Till next video, Raju Shrest signing off.